Hey there, welcome to Listen to my channel. Welcome to What They're Hiding. In this reading, we're going to be looking at what they're hiding. If you're snooping and you're not ready to find out what someone's hiding, don't come for me. Look, know yourself better, okay? The person I'm getting called to, the person that you might be checking for, you may get other information about other situations in your world. So that's really interesting, right? You may be guided here with a particular person in mind, but it could be information about other people or people around them or people around you or even you. Anyway, what are they hiding? Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. We are going to be looking into what they're hiding and then go a little bit deeper into probably a bit of an I spy. I'm not joking. We're going to clarify. So I'll see you in your reading. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Timestamps are in the description box below. Bye-bye. Howdy doody, pile 3. What are they hiding? We have hesitation in the reverse. This is the Panther Oracle. Hesitation in the reverse. Interesting. Decision, confusion, worry. Endorsement. Dulcemente. Persuasion, bribe, temptation. What I'm getting here is, for some of you, like, just like a punch message, like the first one that comes out for me is, for instance, if you're trying to get into a commitment with somebody, some type of commitment, right? Romantic commitment for sure. If it's some type of friendship commitment or like whatever, you want this person to do something, or yeah, this person doesn't want to do it. They don't want to do it. There's very little doubt in them. So this scenario that comes up to mind is someone who's like in a situationship or even a relationship or whatever, singleship, and you might be making excuses for them, but those excuses aren't really real. Like you might be like, oh, they're just really busy, they've got a lot going on, and that's why they don't want to, for instance, like commit, or that's why they don't want to move in, or that's why they're not contacting, or that's why, whatever. That's why insert scenario here. But what they're hiding is no. That's no. No. Those reasons aren't a thing. They just don't want to do it. Right? There is no hesitation. They've already made the decision to not choose the thing that you are wanting. In alternate news, slightly alternate news, it may be that their decision is sort of final, right? If they've said, hey, so the first one is if you have inferences, right? Like you're making assumptions over why they're not doing something. They're just not doing it because they're not doing it, right? Like they're not doing it because of their own reasons. Like there's almost no incentive for them to do it. They don't really want to do it. There's no need for them to do it. In the sort of second twist story, if this person has told you why they don't want to do something, take that, right? Like if they've said, oh, busy, etc., nah, that's in the first category of what we're talking about. But this one is more so like, let's say someone said, I do want to do this thing. There's just this, and this that I want to do first, right? So if this is like a partner or whomever you're dealing with, say romantically or whatever, and this person says, hey, listen, like we've talked about this. I am interested in living together, in making things more official, in meeting the families and this whole thing. But this is what I want to get done first. I want to get this paperwork done first. I want to get this promotion first. I want to get my money up first. I want to get, the medical, I don't know. I want to be in a semblance of whatever. Like if they've said that, like they want to do this thing between the two of you, but they've given certain reasons, that is the, truth with bunny ears around it. It's as much of a truth as we have. Like that's true and they're not hiding anything. It's sort of like your own thoughts that are making it seem, oh, there must be a deeper reason. There must be a deeper reason they don't want to. No. In the second scenario, you're making up stories in your head, right? Like there's stories being made up in your head. This person has told you the reasons why, and those are the reasons why. And the first scenario, where there's hesitation, where there's stalling in your, as you perceive the situation, they don't want to do it. So let's get a little bit deeper into what this could be, what further stories we could glean from this. Please clarify hesitation in reverse. Thanks. Yeah, Two of Swords, Knight of Swords in reverse. Listen, it's really is going back to that first story. Knight of Swords is the fastest boy in the deck. Okay, he's the fastest journey. This is pretty much what I said. With this, the Two of Swords, it does hearken a little bit more on the indecision that is happening here. So, all right. Softening up that first message, there could be a world, High Priestess in reverse. Interesting. There could be a world where that person has made their choice, and they just are afraid to they're afraid to say it because of what could happen. They're afraid to share it because of what that could mean. So truly, yeah, there is, if you're dealing with somebody or you're thinking about somebody, you're like, oh, what are they hiding? They don't want to do the thing that you want them to do. Like, that's not in their best interest, whatever that thing is. In a softer case, they're still undecided, right? In that if certain things fell into place, they could potentially give it more of like a second look or something like that. But I think this person believes that it would be a wrong choice for them to, a wrong move for them to do the thing or to say the thing, or to share their thoughts on the thing, right? With this Two of Swords in this deck, my girl can see, she ain't blind. This could be, rose-tinted glasses if that blue was red, where they're seeing things under a certain shade. And it's true, right? This person that you're checking on, they are seeing something through a certain shade, but they're seeing them nonetheless. It's like wearing sunglasses. I don't like wearing sunglasses because it's all like a wash over the real world. Something about it freaks me out. Like, I'm gonna be real. Sunglasses freak me out. I don't like it. I don't like seeing the world in sepia color. Like, I don't like it. I want to see the vibrancy. I want to see the colors. Like, it just feels like life. I don't like sunglasses. So it kind of feels like this, where perhaps this person has a one-track mind of how they're seeing things would go, and they don't want to take that journey. Like, they've sort of decided that they see that this path, this course of action, whatever it is, would just not be good for them. Okay? And it's one that they're avoiding. So, yeah, they might be hiding it, really. I mean, these are swords, right? Swords are words. Swords are thoughts. And their thoughts, they just don't believe that whatever it is, it's very interesting, that you are sort of wanting them to do or hoping they'll do is right. I think that you're sort of assuming they might, what you want them to do. Endorsements, that's bribes, right? That's persuasion, temperance, and then we have the Ace of Coins, which is it's such an interesting thing. It definitely adds a lot more information to this they're not really swayed in the direction of what you are wanting. For some of you, they're not really fully swayed in your direction, right? This can harken a little bit on that super soft one where if something changed, right? If something was a sweet enough deal with very little repercussions, if any at all, they might change their mind a little bit with the Ace of Coins. But that's such a slim percentage in my energy that I'm reading right now, with this overwhelming like, nah. But really what I'm getting here is there's something else that has got their attention. So let's say this is somebody that's, I don't know, if it's someone you don't hear from much anymore, there's something else that's looking sweeter for them. Okay? Whether it be life is just better, without you in it, or whether they've reached a certain level of understanding of themselves where they think that what they've got going on is just better. These are different scenarios. Like, I don't know what your deal is necessarily, but essentially it could be this is not thought, right? Like, this is not thought, but it does feel like there could be, for some of them, like maybe they're trying to grow. I don't know. Like, they're trying to grow into a different habit. I don't know. Let me get an example. Okay. So in my world, there are certain changes that I'm making in all across the board, right? Not just in my relationships. It's showing up in my relationships. I mean, everything is relationship, right? My relationship with certain business opportunities, money opportunities, people who've been pre-existing and are new in my world. And I am taking on new thoughts of what I'm trying to build for myself, right? So there's certain opportunities, people, places, events that I've turned away from because of this new belief of having something better for myself, having something sweeter for myself, having something that I want to grow better for me. So even if I care, right? Even if I care about these people, places, events, or things, I'm more or less turning my back on them, really, for a brighter future, investing elsewhere. That's kind of what this Ace of Coins is giving me. That this person that you're checking for, what they're hiding is also the fact that there's something else, right? That something else could be in the form of a behavior, a belief, something that they're wanting to do for their physical world that doesn't include this thing that you may be wanting them to do. So for some of you, if you're checking on like a romantic partner, there could be another person, or they're gearing themselves up to be in a position to be with other people who are more fitting. I really want avocado. Wow. I just got a taste for like avocado, diced tomato. Interesting. Yeah, there's something else that's sweeter. There's something else that is calling to this person that they're not entirely telling you about. Ace of Cups. Wow. Yeah, that's crazy. Ace of Cups in reverse, right? We have two aces. Ace of Coins, Ace of Cups. They're not leaning on, I love the Ace of Cups in reverse sometimes. They're not leaning on then we have the Three of Coins here. At the top of the deck, we have the Six of Swords, Nine of Swords, and the something of Wands. Who is this? Seven of Wands? Eight of Wands? Whatever. Kind of irrelevant. It's fine. Ooh, I lost my train of thought. They're not leaning on like the emotional connections they have to stuff or you, right? They're leaning on feeding themselves. What will make sense for them and what they're wanting. So they're looking for opportunities that are going to be better for them. I don't know what this is for you. Is this somebody who you're dealing with? What are they hiding? Well, they've got, for some of you, there is someone else, right? There's someone else that they want to grow with, or there are other opportunities that they're choosing, right? Someone could have chosen career over whatever it is that you are wanting them to choose. And this kind of goes into that second story that came up of what they've said is what they've said. They're not hiding anything. They're looking at things in a certain way and would rather take the course of action that is in the way that they believe it needs to be, right? This person is just regimented in their thinking. And perhaps in that scenario, what they're hiding is that they want things the way they want things, right? Someone says, no, I don't want to propose until I have this promotion. Someone says, no, I don't want to have kids until we have the house. No, I don't want to get into a relationship until until you're here, until you were in the same country, until we're in the same state, until you get a job, until you leave that relationship. Like, that's someone who has certain principles or beliefs that they're holding fast to, and they're what they're hiding is they could believe that they're flexible, but they're not so flexible, right? Like, they're regimented to their own beliefs. Really, that's kind of what I'm getting here, that this person that you're dealing with, depending on your scenario, especially with the first one, there's just something else that is got more opportunity for them and more better for them from their belief that they're going for. We have the Eight of Swords, the Hermit, and the Page of Wands. This person is hiding the fact that they've thought things through, okay? They've thought things through very, very well and have made the tough decisions of taking the road that, I was going to say the road less traveled, taking the road that they want to take, even though it does feel like a betrayal to you, right? It feels like a deep disappointment, and maybe like to the point of like a betrayal for you. But they're making the decision that they think is going to be, best overall, largely for them. But if it's that second scenario, I think, yeah, for them, but that's not necessarily a bad thing I'm getting. I think they're just sort of looking at things holistically and don't want to be stuck in a situation that they don't want to be in. Whether it's like financially binding in a way that isn't conducive or what have you. All right. I wish you everything, Pile 3. I hope that served you. Keep your light on and good luck. Bye-bye. Pile 1. Welcome, Pile 1. What are they hiding? You got the most cards, which is crazy. Build in reverse. Oh, so I'm sorry. Blind. Yo. Blind, awkward, unknown, vision problems. Stop. Break, pause, stagnation. I am using the Panther Oracle. Introvert. Privacy, separate online community. And sweet dream. Satisfaction, comfortable, lazy. This person is hiding something from you. I think they might be hiding a certain side of them. They could be involved in certain communities or I was about to say orgies or movements, or they have interests that they keep to themselves, that they don't really share with anybody much, that they have just for them. I think they've kept it for quite some time and they don't tell everybody. I don't even know if many people in their lives know, maybe like super close people know, but there's something about this person that they would rather keep it a secret than share it with you or just share it with people. I think this person once upon a time used to hope that they could share this with someone, but either, I don't know, if it's the shame or embarrassment or awkwardness of whatever this thing is, they're just kind of reached a point in their lives where they're okay not sharing it. Like, they're okay with it being their little secret, dirty little secret for some of them. For others, it's just, their little secret that they get to have, and they don't need to share it with a partner or share it with other people in their life. They really just don't need to. At this point, I feel like they've sort of gotten to the point where they're okay not sharing it. They're okay keeping it to themselves. They hide it on purpose. They don't want people knowing. They would hide evidence of it, whether it's like clearing browser history or putting it in a box somewhere in their home or space. That kind of thing. This feels like for some people a second life, like a real. It's like a pretty big part of their life actually, that they indulge in, but don't again share with many people except the folks in that area of their life, right? So let's say, I don't know, let's say they're big, I don't know, they're a big pastry fan, and they're in pastry communities, and they don't tell people in their lives that they're in pastry communities. But the people in the pastry communities know they're there, right? Because they've either gone to events or they have a screen name on certain pastry platforms, whatever. It could be some type of kink. It could just be another type of life that they're leading, right? Maybe they have a second sort of job or hobby as a footlicker. I don't know, whatever it is. Like, there's just something they're hiding. It doesn't have to be nefarious. We are going to dig a little bit deeper with the tarot and see what's happening here. For some, I don't know, there could be like some health issue, right? For some of you, there's some type of health issue that they're hiding, or like health challenge that they're hiding. This habit, this thing that they have, this hobby or habit, they hide, it could be something that helps with that habit, with that health challenge, or it impacts their health in some type of way. I mean, it kind of looks like it impacts their health in a good way. It could be serotonin, dopamine type stuff. When this person is like mysteriously busy, or when they're mysteriously, if you've even noticed, that's probably what they're engaged with. This sort of other thing that they're doing. Pardon the glare on this side of the screen. I'm about to start clarifying. Stacy's mom has got it going on. She's all I want, and I waited for so long. Stacy, can't you see? You're just not the girl for me. I'm in love with Stacy's mom. That's a pretty big secret. Stacy's mom. Oh, she's got it going on. Stacy's mom. Whoa. Stacy, can't you see? You're just not the girl for me. I'm in love with Stacy's mom. Yeah, they're hiding something. Like, they're dead ass hiding something. Like, this is like, I am purposely hiding something. All right, Six of Cups in reverse, the Magician, and the Three of Wands in reverse. I mean, this thing that this person hides is something that brings them pleasure, right? It brings them joy. It brings them happiness. You know, this boy, when he looks at Stacy's mom, he's just very happy. Oh, I have pastries in the fridge. Yum. I just had such a sweet craving. I'm gonna have some eggs and pastries today. Sounds good. There's something here about someone being vegan too. I'm not sure if someone is hiding their veganness or their transition to veganhood. Or if someone says they're vegan, but they low-key like treat themselves to they low-key indulge slash like enjoy a little bit of Monica all night long, a little bit of something, a little bit of meat or something, or dairy product that they don't tell anybody about, you know, something like that, in their private time. And this is something that is actually kind of good for their health in a way. Like, maybe they need some of that and they just get it more immediately from the meat sources or something, or the dairy, like, yeah, the meat, it's meat, yeah, it's meat. If it's most likely meat, yeah, they're meat or fish sources. And maybe that's what they're hiding, right? Like, if that's a thing that, you know, like, oh, two vegans together, but then it's like they have this other side where they're like, every Sunday or every Tuesday or every so often, I'm gonna get myself a fish something. I'm gonna get myself a little, you know, burger or grill some meat, or I don't know. But there's something about that it either helps their body or it just makes them feel good. It makes them happy. Maybe they felt something in their body here. There's something here about whatever it is they're hiding from you or others that either helps them or makes them feel good. Like, it either helps them and makes them feel good, or whatever it is, it makes them feel good. Okay? And they own it, right? They know this, they just don't share it with other people. They're not, I don't know if they're ashamed of it anymore. I think they just have accepted it and like, this is what it is, and they make it happen when they need to make it happen. This is something that perhaps you said, I don't like this, da 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 da, and they've just gone, oh, okay. And they just they hid it from you because it's something that maybe they do enjoy. And so they keep to themselves. But I feel like this is something that's been existing in their world, but I mean, you know, whatever. I don't know. 3 of Wands in reverse. Okay, like, fine. It just kind of feels like acceptance to me. Yeah, like 3 of Wands is usually like waiting for your ships to come and da 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 da. But it just kind of seems to me that with the 3 of Wands in reverse, they're not waiting anymore. They're doing it, and they're not waiting for others' approval anymore. Like, they really are in a place where they've overcome this thing and are now like, this is just what I do. 6 of Cups in reverse is this person made a choice. I think they were faced with either like stopping this thing at some point, and they said no. They really decided to just be realistic about what's going on with them. What is it they're hiding? The Emperor. Yeah, the Emperor. Oh, okay. I was going to say the Hierophant. The Emperor in reverse. It's something that, I mean, even with the Emperor, it's giving Hierophant vibes. Like, the Emperor is rigid, it's structure. It's something that goes against the norm. That's still very Hierophant-y. It's something that goes against the norm of what people have built. It's something that goes against, like, when you look at them, you're kind of like, oh, like, I would never have thought that that's the thing that, like, you're involved in or partake in. 3 of Coins in reverse. Yeah, they don't really share this with many people or work together with many people. I think they've sort of purposefully hidden this from people, taken great efforts to hide this from people, and just sort of work on this alone, to the best of their ability. And in the World reversed, I don't think this is something that they see themselves stopping anytime soon. It's something that's been around in their world for quite some time. And again, that happiness, that like the emotional boost it gives them, that serotonin it gives them, or the intuitiveness about it. Because this could be, you know, someone moonlights as a fucking psychic, or maybe they see ghosts, or maybe they're, you know, a medium. Like, I don't know what this is. It doesn't have to be nefarious. It's just something that they keep to themselves and have accepted. And it does have something to do with their emotions. Like I've sort of been saying, it makes them feel good. It makes them happy. With the King of Cups showing up here, like, they've owned it now, right? It's something that they can own and stand in, but they don't have to have the approval or the co-signing of other people. As in terms of whatever this is, it's something that in the real world, it sort of goes against the norms of their real world, and they just keep it to themselves. I'm not really getting any specifics here. It could have something to do with how they make their money and their stability with the Three of Coins and the Worlds. This could be something that they do. Maybe they sell feet pics online. Maybe they're an OnlyFans and they don't tell anybody, but it's something that makes them feel good. Maybe they go to sex clubs. Like, these are all sort of like nefarious things. I'm trying to think of like non-nefarious things people could hide. There's so much. Like, maybe this person builds cars on the side. Maybe this person deals with crypto on the side, right? Like, maybe this person is an experienced gambler, professional gambler on the side, and didn't tell nobody. Maybe this person has, I don't know. There's something here about health. There is something here I'm getting about health. What is the thing about health that I'm getting here, Spirit? If it's a health thing. The Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, I don't know. And the Magician. It seems like something to do with possibly bad health, and this thing helps them or has helped them through it. I don't know. There is something here about health, but I don't really read health, so that makes sense. All right, babes, keep your light on. Good luck. I'll see you next time. Watch other readings on the channel. They might be beneficial to you if this one resonated. I wish you everything. Keep your light on, and good luck. Bye-bye. Hey there, pal two. Pal two, what are they hiding? A marriage. Ooh. Mask. Ooh. What? All right. Mask is deception, pretending, inconsistency. Marriage is sweet love, couple dependency. Okay, right off the bat, super simple. There's a story here where someone could be hiding that they're actually involved with someone else, that they're actually committed to someone else. Now, this could be in reality, right? They could be physically committed to someone else, as in this person has a whole spouse who they live with or who lives in a different country. Okay, baby, shit happens. Who they're still married to, who they're still maybe in a relationship with. Like, this is a real person who they kiss, hug, and touch. And that is a thing that is still happening or that exists, okay? And they hide that for real. We literally have mask here, okay? Alternatively, but also additionally, in a layered sort of way, this person could be emotionally committed to someone else. Now, there's two parts to this. This person could exist. It could be they're emotionally committed to someone who's an ex, emotionally committed to someone who they have a crush on, right? And they're committed to that person. So if this is like romantic, right? You may not stand a chance because they're committed emotionally to someone else. Part two to that is they could be emotionally committed to an idea, and you're not that idea. You don't fit that idea, right? They're committed to having a certain kind of life with a certain kind of person, and you may not be that person. That's something that they hide. So either way, in all these scenarios, this first story batch, which could be the only story batch, there is someone else that this person is committed to. And they're hiding it. Now, for all those of you where you're like, no, Luce, I do know that this person that I'm dealing with is committed to someone else and I'm still here. Is there something else they're hiding? Yes. What they're hiding is that they are committed to that person, right? So if this person has said, hey, I was married before, or I do have an ex, or I was in a relationship before, but it's nothing. I was married before, but I'm getting over it. I was in this dynamic before, but I'm not anymore. Yes, I am currently married or in a relationship, but it's not going well. And I want you. This person, right? If that's the story, like, yes, I'm being upfront about my commitment or where I've come from. But I still want to be with you, whatever you're, if it's like, but I still want to be with you type thing, or I'm still open to you. Or they say, I was, and I am, but it's not going well. It's not going to last. I'm unhappy, No, there's like maybe, but they're still committed to that thing. So they could still be committed to their ex in their head, in their heart. They still could be committed to the person that they're with in their head and their heart. Like that's their person. That's where they're still at. Okay. So, you know, in time, things could change if they're saying, oh, I'll leave them, maybe. But what they're hiding is they're still, at this point in time, still committed to that other thing, that other person. Okay, and that's something that you may need to consider in terms of how you move in this dynamic and what you give to it and what you sacrifice for it. Stacy, can't you see? You're just not the girl for me. Da 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 da. I'm in love with Stacy's mom. Okay. In other news, what? Let's say this person, in a lighter news, if people are still listening, this person, alternate story, like real talk, this person is committed to you, okay? And it's just a little bit confusing with mask because they are committed to you, they want you. It's just that they may not know how to be with you, right? Like, they're messy. And what they're hiding isn't really what they are hiding, but what is being hidden from them, which is who they need to be in order to be with you. Like, it eludes them how they need to be in order for them to be with you. Right? So, entirely different category with this one. The first category had multiple stories that all sort of, you know, in this category of story, the person that you're dealing with does want to be with you. They may be hiding that they want to be with you. They do want to be with you. They want to be with you. They really do. Marriage is not a joke. It's just they don't know how to be with you. They don't know who they need to be with you. The thing that they need to be with you eludes them. It escapes them. They don't know how to grasp it or how to even move to be with you. That's what this person could be hiding, right? For all the people who were like in category 1, if you're still here and you're like, that's not my story, but I'm going to keep listening. I hope that this other story serves you better because it is here, right? We have marriage. This person could be hiding that they want to be with you. They want to be a couple with you. They want to be with you. It's just this mask is who do they need to be with you? How do they need to be? How do they need to, you know, none of what they've showed or none of what they're used to is working with you or is making sense for them to be with you. They know they need to be different. And for some of you, category 3, okay, it's both of those stories where, follow the bouncing ball now, folks. Where the person could be attached to some other situation. And it might be easier for them to be attached to that other situation than be with you because they know who they need to be in those other situations, in that other way of living. They know who they need to be in those other ways of living. Being with you calls them into a different sense of being, and they don't know how to be what that is to be with you. Right? And so it's just easier for them to stay where they're at, to be where they're at, because they know how to handle that, even if they're unhappy about it. You know, there might be some good stuff here and there, but in order for them to be with you, what they would need to rise to be, or what they would need to shift to be, rather, is difficult. So for some of you, it's category 3, right? They're in some stuff. We're going to clarify, right? And there's so many stories. I don't know which story is going to come out as what is clarified here, but yeah. Category 1, category 2, category 3. Spirit, may you clarify, mask in reverse. Justice. 8 of Wands, correct? Yeah. In reverse. Tell me about marriage. That's a lot of cards, folks. Yeah, that's kind of funny though. Four of Cups, Queen of Swords, Strength, Judgment. Wow. Wild. Let's get one more for Mask. Let's just go one more. Six of Swords in reverse. Yeah. And the Six of Cups. Man, Six of Cups stays coming out in this deck. What? Paltua. This got quite interesting. You've had this dynamic here has a lot of major energy. We've got Justice, we've got Judgment, and the Strength. All right. We have the Queen of Swords. She's so cute in this deck. Like, she's so cute. The Queen of Swords is, notoriously known as the divorcee. Notoriously known as the heartbroken woman, scorned. Or person. Most likely, it's always a woman, but who is the scorned man then? You know what I mean? Someone scorned in some way. A fourth story sort of shows up here, which kind of lends itself to category 3. Actually, it really lends itself to all of them in a way, but someone not wanting to be alone and therefore seeking or staying in commitment. And it does, right? You see how that lends to category 3, where it was they don't know how to be with you, how to literally like be and be. And so they would just rather stay in that other situation that they're in, or world that they're in, commitments that they're in, because at least they have something or someone or whatever, right? That's if it's a real person, or at least it's a world that they're more familiar with. If it's a person that, is in their head or whatever. If it's category 2, they do want to be with you, etc., but don't know how to. That's still that Queen of Swords energy of like what has happened before. And then that fear, sort of, not that fear, but that guardedness, that scrutiny over relationship. Okay, Mask in reverse, the Justice, the Eight of Wands in reverse, the Six of Swords in reverse. This person is trying to find balance. I like that the Justice is in the upright. It just sucks that the Eight of Wands and the Six of Swords are in the reverse, but it tracks. This person is trying to find balance. They're trying to find what is the right way for them to be. And in that, they're not moving. There's a stagnancy. There's indecision. There's the inconsistency. And there's being consistent in the things that hasn't really helped in some ways. With Justice in reverse, it does give me hope that this person is doing the things that they need to do in order to sort of make choices that are fair and just to them and maybe the world around them. But yeah. Eight of Wands, slow movement or no movement at all, or just movement in like the wrong or murky directions. Six of Swords is also movement, right? Like Six of Swords is folks on a boat, rocky waters. I think the waters are very rocky, and this person is in some ways headed towards danger, or yeah, like their fear of danger, or just is heading them into danger. It's almost like maybe justice is even being prevailed on them, right? Their former actions in the past, karma could be hitting them. This sort of idea of what goes around comes around. And it's almost hopefully helping them grow, because now they have to deal with the words of the past, the words and thoughts of the past, their actions of the past. And justice is coming here to to equalize things. So, no wonder the mask is in reverse. They don't know how to be. They don't know who to be when they're not, when all of what they've built is sort of, is not working. Yeah, something's not working. This mask is really, that's tough. With marriage, it's clarified by the Four of Cups, Queen of Swords, Judgment, and Strength. So with Judgment, we have this returning thing. We have this going back to something. Strength to me is always just something hard, right? Like, my relationship with the Strength energy is just, this is not something that's easy. This is not something that's fun. This is not something that's the best. So whatever this commitment and like stuff that they're in, it's tough, and it's taken a lot of strength to, and energy and wherewithal to maintain. And that's where sometimes like the sunk cost fallacy comes in, where the more time you spend in something, the more time you spend in something. I think that's what it is. Where you invest in something, your time, your energy, or maybe you have kids with somebody, and you just stay. You continue to stay in those things because of all that you've invested, and then you keep investing more, and you stay because you've invested so much, and you keep investing more because you stay. Like, it's just that kind of thing with the Strength, where like this person's put so much in certain things, in a certain situation. With Judgment here, I think this person is really calling into question where they're at and what sacrifices they need to make. I think, I don't know, this person has a certain kind of head on their shoulders. It's they're kind of principled in a way. Like, I don't know if I don't know if you would say that, but they're kind of principled. So if this is, where someone they keep coming back to you, it's because of what they've invested in you that they keep coming back, right? Like, they don't want to lose that investment. If someone is stuck or is in another dynamic, it's because of what they keep going back to it, because of what they've invested in it, right? So I don't know. I'm thinking of the Four of Cups. They're looking at this other opportunity, and I don't know. There's for the Four of Cups is really speaking. It's saying so much. It's really speaking to all three stories. It's looking at this other opportunity and wondering, can I really have that? Is it worth leaving 3 cups for 1? However that plays out in your dynamic. No matter how gorgeous that cup looks. Is it worth, should I get that cup and add it to my 4? Right? Should I get that cup and add it to my 4? In one of the other stories where they want both. Oh, yeah, I'm in a relationship, or yeah, I have an ex, or I used to have and they still have those feelings, or they're still invested in it emotionally, but they also want, you, or they want both of the things, right? Both of the things. Should I just add this cup to my collection? Should I add this cup to what I have? Do I have the emotional capacity to do that? And the third category of, is it safer to just stay where I'm at because I don't know if I can be who I need to be to go after that cup that looks really good. So it's tough. This is tough. I don't know what scenario you're in with this person. It doesn't have to be a relationship, right? It could be with a person. I mean, there is a Queen of Swords here, so this very well could be involving another person, maybe someone that they've hurt, or they've been hurt, or both. But yeah, I think for some of you, if they are in a commitment elsewhere, it's kind of difficult. They're like 4 of Cups and Strength. That's kind of difficult energies to me. It's kind of difficult if it's one of those scenarios. If it's you, right? If it's being with you, either way, like, it's difficult to be with you with that Queen of Swords. It's difficult to be with you because what do they what can they do to quell the Queen of Swords? You know? Or if they're personifying the Queen of Swords energy, what is the best choice for them so they don't, get hurt? It's tough. It's a tough one. So that's what they're hiding. Lots of different stories. I hope one of them or all of them served you. I wish you everything. I really do. Keep your light on and good luck.